Hello and welcome to Studio 415. On today's show, you'll hear why it is so important for students to take care of their mental health. You'll hear why some trees on the CHS campus are dying at a young age, and you'll see what drives the Electric Blue dance team to push themselves into the competition season. All of that and more coming up next.
And it really just comes down to what an individual can do.
We're all trained differently, but I think that makes us so unique.
Being able to talk with somebody about it, I think, is really important.
Welcome to Studio 415. I'm Alan Sizemore. In a culture where 1 in 6 teens struggle with some type of mental health disorder, students often don't know where to turn to get help. Studio 415 reporter Zoe Garwood takes a look into the importance of taking care of students' mental health.
In 2020, the Indiana Youth Survey found that around 40% of high schoolers reported feeling sad or hopeless for an extended period of time. 20% of students have considered attempting suicide, and 13% have made a plan. Reaching out is an important part of overcoming these negative thought patterns, although many students don't know where to go when they are struggling with mental health. Junior Haley Reeder says that mental health is just as important as physical health.
Like comparing it to almost like a physical illness, like let's say you break your ankle and you go to the doctor and get it fixed, you don't even think about it. There's no second thoughts. Like it's the same thing with mental health. You shouldn't have to think twice about getting help.
At times, reaching out can seem impossible for students. CHS offers many mental health resources to its students, including mental health counselors, programs like Sources of Strength, and the Mental Health Club where students can learn about mental illness. No matter where students go to seek support, the most important thing is to not stay silent. Having a personal connection within the school can also provide the support needed in time of crisis. Carroll High School teacher Nancy Scholes believes every student should find a teacher they feel they can talk to.
So maybe if students kind of search out those teachers who feel comfortable, who have been part of Sources of Strength, then they can kind of know who feels more comfortable talking about those kinds of issues.
There are many groups around Fort Wayne that are available to help students in times of need. Respect Team is one of these organizations that aims to educate teens about how respecting themselves can be beneficial for their mental health. They visit schools in Fort Wayne to speak to students about what respect means and how they can advocate for themselves and one another. Organization founder Amy Hanna explains the work of the Respect Team.
So we help our students to understand how to get connected to trusted adults and how to talk to people who can help them when they're going through hard stuff.
Amy Hanna believes that trying to maintain a reputation can be damaging to one's mental health.
But I think it comes back to this image. I don't want people to know what's happening with me because it taints the image that I've created for myself.
If you are ever in a time of need, the crisis text line is 741-741, and the suicide prevention hotline is 1-800-273-8355. Remember that you are not alone. For Studio 415, I'm Zoe Garwood.
Every year, over 15 billion trees die around the world. This change across the earth is difficult for us to notice since it is so widespread across our planet. But what if this damage was occurring within our school grounds? In my story, I look further into why these trees are dying and why it is so important that students take action now. Since 2011, the AP Environmental Science class has planted a tree on Carroll grounds annually, adding diversity and life to the school landscape. However, as many Carroll students have noticed, certain trees around the school have been dying, creating a stark contrast from the area around them. AP Environmental Science teacher Jim Walker, who is in charge of planting the affected trees, explains that this is caused by a groundskeeping mistake.
Whoever's doing the mowing is accidentally hitting the base of the trees with their mower as they're trying to get their job done as quickly as possible. And what that'll do is it damages the bark at the bottom of the tree.
The absence of the tree bark then prevents the tree from absorbing nutrients, causing its death. As well as being a loss aesthetically to the school grounds, the trees represent a financial loss, as Walker spends around $150 per tree. However, Walker expresses that when the trees live and develop, the environmental impact presents a return on investment.
We just look at it as an opportunity to build like natural capital around the high school and create a more aesthetically pleasing environment that's good for wildlife too.
Walker explained that groundskeeping and the administration have been aware of the issue despite its persistence. Studio 415 reached out to the groundskeeping staff for comment. The reason most of the trees are dying is from girdling the trees. The mowers want to get as close as they can, and it rubs the bark of the tree off. When you rub the bark off all the way around, it's just a matter of time until the tree dies. The groundskeeping staff also went on to say that they have been working to change this problem. As an issue that may only be familiar to AP environmental students, most of the Carroll student body have remained in the dark about the tree damage, despite it occurring in their own backyard. Prior to the interview, junior Abigail Menifee was unaware of the damage occurring to trees around Carroll. After learning of the incident, Menifee calls for action by the administration to ensure that no further harm comes to the trees on school grounds.
This has been a recurring problem, and the groundskeepers seem to not really care about it. And so whether that's putting up fences around the trees just to prevent them from going super close to them or whatever, but I think the administration should definitely get involved with this.
Walker wants students to be aware that while the deforestation across the world seems like too large of a challenge to tackle, students can help by contributing in their own area.
And a lot of times students, they see like a big problem and they're like, it's so big I can't do anything about it. And it really just comes down to what an individual can do, the choices that they make with their money and time.
Any students that wish to improve the environment around Carroll and negate past damage can donate to the AP Environmental Tree Fund year-round. Walker stresses that these donations are much appreciated and will not be in vain. For Studio 415, I'm Alan Sizemore. Carroll High School is known for the variety of sports teams like basketball and football, but there are other extracurricular activities that aren't under the spotlight. Studio 415 reporter Will Jameson locked into the Electric Blue dance team and inspected the intense training and commitment it takes to be on the selected group.
Thanks, Alan. I spent time with the Electric Blue dance team at Carroll and learned of the activities and events they have participated in and what it means to be on the team.
EBDT stands for the Electric Blue Dance Team. This year's squad is already preparing for their upcoming season. They are currently underway with practicing every Wednesday and Friday. The team is committed to practice all year round from 4 to 5. This year's squad consists of 21 dancers with 2 team captains. Unlike the groups in the past, this year only consists of a varsity dance unit. They are happy to announce the new head coach, Carrington Nolte. She has been the assistant coach for the last 3 years and is excited about taking the role of head coach. Nolte feels that the best part about leading this team is building relationships with her squad and assisting and supporting them with whatever comes after high school.
I think the best part about coaching is getting to know these girls outside of dance and follow them through their high school career and seeing them grow with whatever it is they want to be involved in outside of high school and into that college.
Last year, COVID prohibited the dance team to basketball-only performances. Unlike last year's team, they have several regional, state, and national competitions. The competitions are scored into different categories, from technique, tricks, and formations. Teams get docked points for being out of place that could possibly disrupt the dance's flow. Junior dance captain Casey Cook believes that this year's group has large potential to succeed despite its mainly underclassmen ranks.
So what's really cool about this team is that over half of us are new or underclassmen. So it brings a lot of new stuff to the table, new tricks, new experience.
Despite not getting all the attention that some of the other Carroll activities get, the dance team still feels that the skill that goes into being a dancer goes a long way. Junior dancer Jansen Ginder believes that the art of dance isn't as one-dimensional as most perceive.
I think definitely dance in general is underappreciated for the fact of all the skills that goes into it. It's not just like dance team training, it's a lot of studio training and technical abilities.
With the chance to do what one loves is a joy, but also incorporating it into your school spirit makes the experience that much better. Cook feels that school spirit pushed her not just to dance for herself, but also for her Carroll spirit.
So I love being on dance team and I'm really passionate about this because I love representing Carroll. I'm so passionate about going to school here and just being able to incorporate dance through that is really cool.
Be sure to check out the Electric Blue dance team at the upcoming basketball games. And if you ever get the chance, make sure to check out one of their regional competitions. For Studio 415, I'm William Jameson.
Charger Challenge host Anthony Alejo is back with another episode. Today, Anthony wants to see if students can complete a challenge found on social media.
Welcome to Season 5, Episode 2 of the Charger Challenge. I'm your host, Anthony Alejo, and today we're going to have our contestants play a game that we found on TikTok. And this is how it goes. You see, the rules are simple. Take an apple and get a fork and try to throw the apple onto the fork without dropping it. And if you drop it, then you lose for that round and you're out of the game for that round. And remember that we're doing all that and more, all to win the Studio 415 Cup 5.
I'm Emerson Hunter, and I'm gonna win because I'm wearing my lucky bracelet.
I'm Janae Byman, and I'm gonna win because I'm a pro apple catcher. I'm gonna win because I'm the Abby Linder.
I'm gonna win because no one wanted to be on my team.
Go. Just go ahead and go. All right. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh wait, now you took my board, now I get a board.
Go.
Oh frick.
You're already out. Go. Oh my gosh. Okay, no, that doesn't count. We gotta redo that one.
Oh. Dang! Oh, wait.
Oh, dude. All right, go. Oh my.
This is scary!
Oh! Natalie, you won this week's Charger Challenge. How do you feel about that?
It feels great. I mean, I knew I was gonna win this entire time. They all doubted me, so.
How do you guys feel about losing?
I honestly just like disappointed my entire family, and like I'm such an upset to society.
Natalie's a cheater. I feel like I should have won. I think that it was totally unfair. Like, I passed it, and then she said, let's redo that. Cheater.
That's all we have for you this week. Back to you in the studio. I forgot to give her the cup. You win.
When it comes to fall activities, Fort Wayne and the surrounding areas have a lot to offer. From pumpkin patches to corn mazes, there are many different activities. One of those events is the Keuhnert Farms Fall Festival. Studio 415 reporter Blake Demlin brings you more on the story.
Keuhnert Dairy creates an opportunity for Fort Wayne residents to have food, fun, and create memories in order to provide those opportunities. The farm needs to hire many people, including several Carroll students.
This year marks Keuhnert's 9th season putting on their Fall Festival, opening on September 17th and ending October 31st. They offer many different fall activities such as the corn maze, learning about the dairy cows, hay rides, painting pumpkins, a hay mountain, cornhole, and plenty of great food options. The festival is also a great opportunity for high schoolers who are looking for some extra job experience or volunteer hours. Natalie Field, a 10th grader at Carroll High School who started working at the festival this year, says she has really enjoyed her time there.
I really like painting the pumpkins and going in the corn maze, but all the activities are worth a try.
Junior Shaylin English says her childhood memories at the farm's fall festival turned to something she could get paid for while still having fun.
I have been working here for 3 years. My mother's been working longer, but I usually just come to play when I was younger. And then when I got to high school, they were able to pay me for working, so I came to work.
While still getting into the fall spirit and having fun at the festival, English says the last day is the most challenging of all, due to all the work that goes into tearing everything down. English is also able to gain job experience through many different tasks, such as making food and dealing with money.
Usually I'm working the food tent, so sometimes I'll get milk, sometimes I'm on register, making ice cream, making lemonade. I just do kind of everything there.
Sarah Keuhnert, a third-generation owner of the farm and an employer for the Fall Festival, looks for people interested in working next year's season. The festival would consist of 7 weeks of work. Keuhnert mostly looks for interested workers through her employees already working. If you do not know anyone already working, you're able to contact her through their website.
So each year in August, I start looking for employees that would be interested in working the Fall Festival, which is 7 weeks. So if anyone is interested, or I always ask my current employees if they have anyone they know or any of their friends that would be interested in working. But if you don't have a contact that way, you can always email me on our Facebook page or on our website, KeuhnertDairy.com.
Although the festival has come to an end for the season, if you or someone you know is interested in coming to work at the festival next season, you can visit KeuhnertDairy.com. For Studio 415, I'm Blake Dillman.
That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching. If you have a story idea, please let us know. For all of us here at Studio 415, have a great day, Carroll.
Sunny days and friendly smiles, walk the halls with me. Studio